What is going on, guys? How's it going? Today we've got the Elegoo Centauri Carbon 3D printer. This was something to expand on my current hobby slash business. What started out to be a hobby, one of my vendors happened to see what I was doing with their product and with the 3D printing, and they said we would like to buy some of those. So they bought enough for me. Sorry, the pups here. Um, they bought enough for me to buy a second 3D printer. So we're gonna set this thing up, unbox it, set it up, and see how it compares to my FlashForge that I absolutely love. It's 4-color. FlashForge is the 4-color, but I don't need 4-color for the product I'm printing. So anyway, let's get this thing opened up and let's see how it compares. All right, so right off the top, we have got a instruction book, user manual, piece of foam, another piece of foam, got the top piece of foam with the glass top on it, so we'll be very careful with that. I will stand this up over here for now, out of the way. And we have more foam along the sides. And more foam. And you guessed it, more foam. You got the dog staring at me over here and the kids staring at me over here laughing at me. So anyway, more foam. So let me set this down behind me. I can already tell you this is heavier than my FlashForge, which is to be expected for a fully enclosed 3D printer. The microphone's right above, that's probably extremely loud, so I will check that out in post. What do you want? Come here. Come here. What do you want? What do you want? Sorry, guys. Got a needy healer in the house. All right, so we got some more foam here. I'm gonna pull out. This got a box attached to it. And we have some even more foam. And there's that bottom piece of foam. I'm sure I'm saying foam a lot. So there we go, guys. He thinks I want to play. All right, so this, everyone tells me the light in this thing is a joke. And we're gonna see if this is the updated model that has the bigger light in the side rather than the little puny light that the pre-production models that came out with, that the reviewers, everyone, the 3D print experts, and again, I reiterate, I am not a 3D printer expert. I have a hobby, and that hobby turned into making me a little bit of money. So the door still opens about the same, but I don't see what they're complaining about with that. And then I'm not exactly sure about the light, but I do not see the light attached, the little dot light attached to the camera any longer. So we're going to find out when we power this thing up. So we got a tie wrap here I got to cut. I got to go grab my my snips real quick. And then we got some screws here at the bottom we got to take out. And we'll get this thing all set up and opened up and see what's inside that box. All right, we got the cutters here. We're going to go ahead and let me spin this thing around. Cut this tie wrap off right here. That just holds some cardboard around the print head. And I'm going to break that right there. Throw that in the pile. All right, some small screws there, but let's see what's inside this box. Right, we've got the power cord, reel spindle, and we have a little bit of PLA and some tools. We got some glue stick for the table, and we've got some lube. And then we have got our touchscreen. So there we have it, the touchscreen and some other little stuff. So go ahead and get this put together and give me a few minutes and we will have this thing fired up and warming up here in just a sec. Bear with me, guys. And we'll go ahead and get the screen put on. Ribbon cable down here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a ribbon cable here and cord up top. Not the easiest thing to get to back there, but we'll make it happen. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so it actually goes in, doesn't slide either way, it just goes in and straight down. And that locks it in. So not too bad. I do like the USB port up front. On mine, flashboards, it's in the back. But I do everything wireless anyway, so it really don't matter. Door is okay to me. And I do see this has the updated light. So the light is up here, shining this way, instead of having that little pathetic light that they talk about in the other videos right here in the front. They've got an LED bar about 3 inches wide right here that looks like it shines down here. So we're going to check this thing out and see how it is, on better it is. That's it for assembly, guys. It's really simple, really easy. We'll go ahead and I'll get this powered up, plugged in, get some filament in it, and we'll let it do its calibration and stuff. And I'll be back with the update, and we'll start printing something. And I have some samples of what I'm printing right now for another project. from the Flash Forge, and we'll compare them and see how they do. So let's get this thing plugged in and ready to go. All right, guys, so after about 19 and a half minutes, almost 20 minutes of setup and about 40 minutes of print time, I was able to get this guy out of here. So this is just a quick little test I like to use. I like to use these boxes for storing screws and bolts and nuts, and when I'm doing videos, that's what I like to throw my screws in. So anyway, this is the one I did on my Flash Forge. This is the one I just did right now on the Elegoo. Now I can't do another white one because my white filament is with my Flash Forge printer in another town right now. So yeah, I can't get to that one right now to do this one in white. I can order some more white, but anyway, we'll run through these things real quick and look at the comparison. Now we did have an issue here with the Elegoo where I accidentally unplugged it and lost power. And fortunately, as you can see, it did not miss a beat. It recovered perfect. So the auto recovery obviously works really well. Didn't have any issues there. It was kind of nice to boot it back up and it said you had an unfinished product on the plate. Do you want to resume? And I hit the resume button and yeah, it finished everything real well. Looks really good. No complaints. There was that little bit of hair there that was sticking out when it did crash, and that's still there, but that's to be expected. Everything else looks really good on this thing. And I compare that to the Flash Forge. Again, everything's almost perfect. You don't feel any sharp edges. Yeah, I mean, I can't really tell a difference between the two. They both look really good. The Elegoo I don't know, it may be a little bit heavier, but I don't have a scale here to actually weigh the part. But it just feels a little thicker, a little solider. Maybe it had a little more, maybe my slicer settings were a little bit different from from this one here. But from the Flash Forge. But anyway, yeah, it's looking really good. I'm not seeing any issues with the print quality. The tabs are in good shape. Snaps together real well. And this is not my model. This is off of Maker World. And thanks to Josh3D is the username that makes this box. Shout out to him and his designs. He's got some cool stuff on there. But anyway, yeah, this is one of his boxes. Not selling them, I just use them for my own personal use. But like I said, throw screws in and stuff. So when I'm doing a teardown or a video or need to store something, I use them for myself. And they actually make a really good test part to see the quality and everything for the videos. So yeah, no complaints here. The parts look really good. The printer is running right now in the background, so I don't know how much noise you're hearing. And that's by design. I wanted to see like how noisy it is and how much actually gets picked up in the microphone. So there you go, guys. Yeah, it's a great printer. No complaints. I'll keep you guys updated. Any problems I have with it or anything I see that bugs or fixes. Again, this is the latest generation. This is the newer one that's just come out
recently after the complaints from all the reviewers on the prototype that was out pre-sale, pre-retail. So this is one of the first generation retail ones, or second generation retail ones, sorry. It's got the updated lighting, the better camera. As you can see here in the video, the camera looks really good compared to the FlashForge, which the FlashForge just pixelated. FlashForge did not come with the camera. I had to buy that separate, and I may have got a bad camera. I'm not sure. I gotta check it out. Maybe order another one from Amazon or from FlashForge and see if this camera is defective or got an issue. But it's just really pixelated, where the Elegoo camera is actually, you could see the first layer if you really wanted to and look at it. So yeah, there you have it. There's the comparison. And
all right, just a couple more prints that I did on the Elegoo just to check it out and see how well it did. And here's a couple dragons that turned out amazing. And I'll pull that one there off the plate. Oh yeah, a little bit of hair. Comes right off though. And we just kind of bend the plate here a little bit, get it unstuck. Alright, look at that already. Nothing to break in between it. Very nice. Dragons are one of my favorite to do. They're just fun, and the kid loves them. So yeah, anyway, there you go guys. Look at the colors in that guy. Wow, turned out very nice. Got some purple on this side, got some green from the top, got some blue over here. So yeah, the Elegoo does an amazing job. No complaints at all. And this one's going to be more of my play printer while I keep the FlashForge as my production until things get a little crazy. But anyway, just wanted to pass this along, and let's get back.
hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.